Hey, it's a big Steelers win here on a Sunday. Welcome back to our live Pittsburgh Steelers postgame show. I'm Jason. That's Sean. Sean, big win, baby. 10-3, my friend. 10-3.
10-3. That sounds nice. So let me turn that down real fast. Yeah, bro. 10-3. That's exactly where I knew we were headed to, man. We're a 10+ team win this year, and now that it's actually solidified, it feels good.
Yeah, man, they needed that dub, man. It was a must win here today because you figure you win this game today, you go there. Yes, if you have a hiccup or a stumble against the Philadelphia Eagles, you could still get it done by winning the division in Baltimore on Baltimore's home field. That could clinch this division. The Steelers really, my friends, have the possibility of clinching the division here real soon. This is reality in which we live. This is not anything that we're just speculating. This shit could happen really soon, man. What's up, Extra Black in the house? We'll let some people filter in here as we get started here on this live Pittsburgh Steelers post-game show here as the Pittsburgh Steelers defeat the Cleveland Browns. What was the final score? I believe it was
27 to what was it?
14, 27,
Yeah.
14. Yep, 27-14. I forgot it for some reason. I couldn't remember their score. It was lackluster. James Pierre coming up with that game-sealing interception. But we're going to talk about a ton of stuff, man. I don't know, Sean. I can't get much more excited than I am right now, my friend. This is so crazy. We haven't had this in so long.
I know it's been years, and it's such a breath of fresh air. It really is. And you know what? Not just like we got a 2-game lead against the second place Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, and just say this. Next weekend, the Browns go out, or the Baltimore Ravens go out there, and they lay an egg. They lose their 6th game of the year. It's almost a wrap. It might be close to a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And the Bills got a big game coming up. The
Yeah.
Chiefs, we're going to be playing them soon. The Steelers got a shot at really, controlling their own destiny, not only in their own division, but where they sit within the playoffs.
Yeah, I was thinking the Chiefs would lose today. They play the Chargers. I forgot about that. They're playing the Chargers. I don't know if they played already or if they are going to be playing. I think they might play later. Yeah, they play at 8:20. They're the night game tonight. I don't know. The Chiefs might lose that ball game, dude, and that would be fucking big, man. That would be so big.
That would be huge, man. Use all
Nah,
the help we can get.
no doubt. And you said it, man. The Detroit Lions, Buffalo Bills are squaring off. The Steelers could be put into excellent position. And many people are going to say this, Sean, and let's just dive into it and get the elephant out of the room. Russell Wilson didn't put up the numbers that you want, but he still produced 2 touchdown passes, still was able to move this offense when it was needed, still got the job done, manufactured wins, 15 of 26, 158, 2 tutties. And I think Russell Wilson still played well, but people are going to say he looks so different without George Pickens. But no GP, no problem for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, we could definitely, feel the pain without having our number 1 wide receiver out there for sure, but they definitely did a good job on going out there and getting a dub in a divisional rival game. I think Russ did a good job too, bro. Like, he got the defense to jump off sides a couple of times again, and I mean the first play of the game got him. And I really like that part about Russell Wilson, and you got to do that with a defensive line like Cleveland's too. You can't have them just anticipating the snap.
No doubt. And Myles Garrett, honestly, was virtually non-existent again, Sean, when the biggest games are happening for the Browns during the season. I don't know. I just don't see him. I don't know, man. He had a good game last time, okay, but that's not been the case for him against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, he recovered a fumble there late, but he didn't cause it or anything. He didn't
Right.
do the damage. They minimized it. What'd you think of the overall play of this offensive line? And did you think they did a lot better this game than they did previously against the Cleveland Browns?
I think they did a pretty good job today. Yeah. I mean, they're towards the end of the game, they started to slip a little bit, but that's given because the guys are getting tired. They've been playing for 60 minutes almost. So, that's a given. But my hat's off to them. They did a good job. They went out and got a W today. That's all that really matters.
No doubt. Like I said, Extra Black in the house, saying Steelers Nation's in the house. Douglas Ball got the W. Great defense Evan Tiblin, the Steelers are the best. I had to ban somebody for saying something stupid. Danny George in the house. Why did the Steelers not score on that last drive? We'd have been 34-13. Yeah, it would have been. But man, if Najee didn't punch it in there on that last play that they had to run, you knew they weren't going to play any more snaps. So that was what it was. 27-14, the Pittsburgh Steelers win. I said 27-24. Sean had 31-20. So yeah, we weren't out of we were close. It wasn't too bad. I pinned the Steelers correctly. I didn't get the Browns correctly. I thought they were going to score a lot more points today, considering what they were able to do in Denver. Let's talk about that run game, Sean. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Najee 16 of 50 for 53, 3.3 average, 20 is long, 1 touchdown. Jalen Warren, 9 carries, 47 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry, 14 being his long. What'd you like about those guys, and what didn't you like about those guys?
Yeah, I like the fact that they went out there and they controlled the clock in the second half like they needed to. They're not fumbling the ball. That's always a good thing. But you know, they're not really gaining a lot of yardage from the line of scrimmage. And I don't like seeing that. I want to see Najee get up to like 80, 90, 100 plus yards a game along with Warren. It'd be great to have a running game like that. And I'm not so sure whether it's Najee just not having that downfield vision or if it's just not getting much help with the offensive line. But I would like to see improvement in that area for sure.
Yeah, he ran when he had to. He got it done when he had to. But you're right. I would like to see those numbers become a little bit more consistent. And that's what Najee was doing at the beginning of the year there, where he had that stretch of 3+ 100-yard games and, really getting that consistency down. Now he seemed to get back in this 50, 60-yard a game average. He did get it done when he needed to get it done. But I will say this, though. They combined for over 100 yards with every run that they had throughout the game with quarterback runs. Patterson had 3 yards, Harris, Warren. So they were over 100 yards. So we'll take that. You want 100 yards rushing. So I guess if it has to be by committee, I guess it has to be. But I would love to see those numbers increase. All right, guys, make sure you're double tapping that screen, hitting that like button for us here on Steel City Live. Let's catch up in the chat. Robert Road, go Rams, go Chargers, absolutely. Extra Black, Deshaun Elliott is the best free agent pickup. Dude, he played lights out, Sean. Deshaun Elliott, again, this week, played lights out, if you ask me. Yes, he gave up the touchdown to Njoku, but you could sense his presence every single series. You could just say, Deshaun Elliott's there. He's playing well.
Yeah, he's making great tackles too. The guy is an amazing pickup. I agree. He's the best pickup for a free agent. Absolutely, brother.
No doubt. I loved it, man. I loved it. Challenger, fuck the Browns. Beat down. Amen. Hey, Challenger don't got to live all week with the Browns win. So thank God they got that dub. TD in the house. Hey, everyone. What's up, man? Challenger 22. Some of the receivers made Pickens like catches. I thought Williams did. I thought they tried to get Williams more involved. I thought Van Jefferson played decent. I thought Calvin was playing decent. It just wasn't the day for massive amounts of yardage. But the Steelers were still able, Sean, to put up 27 points. That's a decent average right now. The Steelers are really scoring 24 plus points a game, and we talk about that all the time. You have to average that 24, 25 point a game average to be competitive in the NFL, and I'm liking it, dude. I don't care how it gets done.
Yeah, that's plenty of points by the offense. If the defense can just tighten up at the seams, that's all you really need to win games in the NFL. So, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
happy with that, especially
please.
without Pickens.
No doubt, man. You could, though, Sean, and I admit it. You could definitely sense the absence of George Pickens, but why will him out there and risk further injury when you got significant matchups coming up? And I think the Steelers made the right move with him. I could see if you were going into the AFC Championship game, you dress George Pickens, you try to push it, you try to get him involved, try to at least have him out there as a decoy, but when you're playing a 3-win football team in week 14, I don't see the reason to push George Pickens out there. Do you?
No, not at all. It was a wise decision for sure. Get him healthy. We're going to need him right here at the last few weeks of the season. Big games.
Yes, no doubt. And it does worry me. Hamstrings suck. Those muscle strains suck. You know what bothers me, Sean? We saw Pat Fryermuth go out of the game with something that looked like a soft tissue to the calf area. We've seen Dante Jackson go down during the game. Why so many soft tissue injuries for this Pittsburgh Steelers team? It hasn't kept, a ton of players out of action, but you see a lot of it. I can't explain that, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an answer for that either. It's that's an anomaly to me also. I don't get it.
It's crazy, man. Before we get off of this offense, I want to talk about that catch Scotty Miller had. And I know Cordell Patterson went out there and fumbled it. And I don't know why you have Patterson in the game, even in that situation, when you have Jalen Warren and Najee Harris. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make any sense. It's starting to become really annoying. I love Patterson. I just think in big moments, I think you should keep your stars in. That's just me. But what'd you think of that catch Scotty Miller had? And then what'd you think about the fumble from Patterson after that?
Man, I think that he made a couple of good catches today, Scotty Miller. I like what I
Yeah,
saw from him, and hopefully they can find a way to utilize him further into the future. When we play, these big games and our receivers need a break, throw Scotty Miller in there, man. He can catch the ball. He proved it today. And
right.
yeah, that fumble with Patterson, bro, that was just unfortunate. Like that hand came out of nowhere. Like that was from behind him, like the arm swinging around, and it just punched it right out at the right angle. And the only thing you can do about that is just always keep two hands on the ball.
Covered up, baby. Robert Rhodes said 7-0 Rams leading the Bills. We'll take that. Alexis B. Peace Steeler Nation Extra Black. What did he say? Not a big fan of Scotty Miller on the onside. Mike Williams should get all those outside shots Scotty got. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to do it. I think what was going on there, Sean, why you probably saw Scotty Miller instead of Mike Williams getting some of them, the Steelers trying to use a little bit of an element of surprise, trying to utilize players that you might not necessarily think are getting the ball if you're the Browns defensively. And I think that that's a really good thing for the Steelers to do moving forward. That's what 10 plus, 10 different guys getting the ball in Cincinnati. I think that that's a theme that you need to continue to use. And I think that's what the Steelers were trying to use today with Scotty Miller. I know they had to use him a little bit out of necessity with GP out, but still mix it up.
Yeah, Miller, Jefferson, they were throwing the ball around today. Got a few guys mixed in there. I like seeing that catch by Muth again, man. 2 weeks in a row, that guy's had a couple of big plays.
Hell
Awesome.
yeah, man. Big Moose, yeah, with the tutty.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see, bro. Utilize the tight end.
Ooh. Yes, yes, man. Big Russ. Yes. Hey, you got to watch your first game with your grandson. Awesome, man. Good to see you. I love it. Rubber Road. Russ didn't have many chances and still had 2 TDs, not missing Kenny Kitten mittens. Meow.
Dude.
No,
Oh my
I don't
god.
miss that slug, bro.
I'm so glad Philadelphia has him.
Oh my God, dude. I do not miss that anemic offense. I don't know why, though, man. I saw on Twitter, Sean, after the game and right toward the end of the game, so many, let's just call it what it is, douchebags out there that act like they know so much about football that they just think they're football gods. Nobody else's opinion matters. Talking about how bad Russell Wilson was today, only 158 yards. If he doesn't have George Pickens, he can't get it done. But this offense has put up some damn points on a consistent basis since Russell Wilson has came in. What are people fucking complaining about, bro? You're scoring over 24 points a game 9 times out of 10. I don't get it, bro.
Bro, the Steelers could be undefeated right now, and everybody would still say they're done as soon as postseason comes around.
Yeah, they're cooked. They're cooked, bro.
Yeah,
They're cooked,
it's a
bro.
it's a fluke.
Yeah, they're it's a fluke. TD, what's 2 more wins, clinch a division. Yeah, well, actually, if they beat the Baltimore Ravens, I think they can clinch it because that would give the Ravens again their 6th loss, and that would give the Steelers their 11th, another win in the win column there. I'm just saying, I don't know what happens with the Philadelphia game. I think that would wipe out I think that would wipe out the Baltimore Ravens' chances to win the division. I really do because what would that be if they beat them in week? That would be week 16, Sean. There would only be a couple more. That would clinch the division, man. Steelers beat the Ratbirds. It's over, dude. Or if
Yep.
the Ravens lose one more time anywhere and the Steelers win another game, it's impossible, I believe, for the Ratbirds to get there. I just don't think it's possible. So, hey, it is what it is. We'll have to start going through those scenarios, man. It's a pain in the ass sometimes when you got to go through all those numbers. Let's get back to the chat. Let's get these down here. Renegade and the 12th man got a big false start from Brian Hanford. Absolutely. Mike Miller. Speaking of Scotty Miller, my name is Mike Miller. We are not related. Thanks for the warning, Mike Miller. Brian Hanford. If we beat Ravens, do we clinch the North now? I think so, Brian. James Bauman, old man Cam, playing like he's 27, making a push for the Hall of Fame. I honestly say this, Sean, about Cam Hayward, and I say this about Russell Wilson too. These guys want to win a championship so bad that you are just seeing them come alive. I don't think these guys could live with themselves and bear living out their retirement days knowing that they didn't win a Lombardi trophy. That's why I think you're seeing some of this shit.
Yeah, I think so too, man. They want it bad, and I don't blame them.
Hell no. I need it. I need a championship in my life, dude. I need that fire in my belly yet again, man. Oh,
It's been so long. It's been so long. It would be amazing.
so long, bro. Robert Road. James Bauman. Those are the fantasy football fans, Jason. They forget wins matter, not stats. Absolutely. Robert Road, the Steelers will be done when they lift the Lombardi in New Orleans. Absolutely, baby. Kept telling all we're going to go to the Super Bowl. We ain't got there yet, Russ, but I hope you are right. I hope you are right, man.
It's got that feeling. It's got that
I got
magical
a
feeling.
feeling. Yeah, it does. It does.
It
And
does.
Sean, they win by any means necessary. That Keanu Benton interception, that
Yeah.
changed the fucking game, bro. Those are the types of plays that good teams make, that teams that just find ways to win, to flip momentum, to get things on your side. That is what they do, brother.
It's true. Somebody always finds a way to step up and make a play. And you never know who it's going to be. And that's what makes a team special.
Absolutely. Brian brings up a good point. This team is special when the Scotty Millers and James Pierres of the world are contributing like this. We got a squad. Yeah, you want those contributions from players that are just maybe not the superstar names, man. And I think that that's what people forget a lot, dude. You hear about the George Pickenses, you hear the Najees, you hear Jalen, you hear about TJ Watt, but you're not hearing about unsung heroes all across this team. How about the play of 15 today? Big Ben Skoranek covering up that botched punt return by Kadarius Toney. Ben Skoranek played lights out today, in my opinion. I thought he played well yet again for another week. This young man's earning himself a spot on that team each and every week, and a reason why he gets a helmet.
Yeah, he's hustling 100% all the way down the field each and every time he's out there. And that's why he was able to pick that ball up today and recover that fumble.
Heads up football, Sean. That's what they're playing. Heads up football. Heads up each and every single week. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Oh, my Lord. I don't know how Steelers Nation isn't absolutely consumed with this. This is intoxicating, my friends. Intoxicating. All right, guys, make sure you're double tapping that screen. If you're not watching it now, you can watch it later here on our Pittsburgh Steelers live post-game show. We are answering questions, talking Steelers, going through comments, questions, concerns inside of the chat. Again, though, you got to make sure you're double tapping that screen, making sure you're liking the content, making sure you're sharing. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the show, as we are almost to that 4,000 subscriber mark. We only need like 280, I believe. So let's get those 280 subscribers and get to 4K here. We want to be to 10K before the season ends, when the Steelers run out onto that field in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. All right, Sean, let's go over a couple more of these statistics. Let's talk about the receiving core as a whole. Pat Freiermuth, 3 catches for 48 yards. He led the team, 1 touchdown. That's only on 3 targets, Sean. Scotty Miller, 3 catches for 38. Mike Williams today, his first catches since Washington, 3 catches, 36 yards, and he was targeted 4 times. Jalen Warren with 2 of those catches, 25 yards. Van Jefferson, 1 catch, 10 yards. 1 tutty on 1 target, Sean. Darnell Washington, nothing. No targets today. I believe he was kept in to chip Myles Garrett a lot and help out there. That's why you didn't see a lot of Myles Garrett today after what he did to the Steelers last on the Thursday night game. Calvin Austin only 1 catch, 4 yards. Only 1 target, and that was about it for the wide receiving tight ends and wide receivers. That wasn't bad. They spread the ball around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different targets today, Sean. So I think the theme continues. Were you upset with the performance of the pass catchers?
No, I'm very pleased with them. The fact that you're bringing up names like Williams and Scotty Miller and Jefferson, that these were guys that went out there and made a contribution today for this victory, and these are names we don't hear very often. So there you got the guys coming off the bench and stepping up when we need them the most. So my hat's off, and I'm very pleased with the win today.
Amen, man. Amen. I love it, dude. I love it. I just love this football team. I don't know how people aren't in love with this football team. Also, let's talk about this before we talk about the defense as a whole. Chris Boswell, 2 field goals on 2 attempts, 3 extra points, 9 points total.
Yes.
He is now 10 away, Sean, from tying David Akers' all-time season record of 44 field goals. He needs 10 to tie it. He is 34-37 on the year, and the Boss just keeps on producing, bro.
Automatic. The guy's Mr. Automatic to me now. When he steps on the field, we got an automatic 3 points coming our way.
Amen, man. Amen, dude. It is like when he comes in, you don't get this feeling often with kickers. It's not every day. But look at the Browns thing, and I want to bring this up too, Sean, before we keep going further. But Chris Boswell, again, you just don't get that uneasy feeling. You have that. Oh, he's got it. No matter what the distance is, you're not like freaked out when he goes out there. But what kills football teams, and we talked about it earlier in the week and people still overlook it, people don't talk about it enough, is kickers, missing kicks, special teams blunders. Cleveland today, 2 missed field goals. That's 6 points off the board. And a fumbled punt return by Kadarius Toney. Sean, it bites you in the ass, my friend, if you do not play good special teams.
Yeah, it's really true. And man, thankfully we have one of the best in the whole league right now. So instead of worrying about points off the board by 6 points, because that's huge, like you say, we got Mr. Automatic, bro. When they come out on the field, we're feeling good.
Mr. Automatic, Mr. Oh man, I love it. He's Mr. Unlimited, truly, Mr. Unlimited. I know they call Russ Mr. Unlimited, but man, is Chris Boswell Mr. Unlimited, man, Mr. Unlimited. Let's catch up with the chat, like Noah always said. Whatever it takes from Robert Road, James Bauman. Steelers have 27 turnovers, like plus 14 or 15 differently, definitely making it happen. Defense definitely making it happen. Absolutely. Brian Hamford. I remember back in camp watching them practice. I saw something different from other years. Real leadership for sure. That was from Brian. Sean, do you recall the conversations we had in the summer when we kept talking about this? This team had something special about it. And when Brian brings that up, I just remember those conversations we had. Am I crazy? Am I making this up? I remember those conversations correctly, right?
No, absolutely. We've been discussing it, for since the draft, basically.
Yeah. I just was making sure I wasn't going crazy. I thought that it's like, dude, this team has had that special, just like Brian said, something special about it, that leadership. And I got to say this, Sean. I got to tell all the people in the AFC North that want to continue to dog the Steelers, always talk about Russell Wilson and all this. It's like, go screw yourself, guys, because honestly, Russell Wilson wasn't washed up. He's still getting it done. And did you notice this, Sean? He's having so much damn fun out there today, dude. Smiling ear to ear, bro. My
Dancing
God.
on the sidelines, dancing on the field. The guys,
Yes.
he's got camaraderie going on with the other players. They've really embraced him. They've embraced each other. And it's
Yes.
exactly what you want. They're gelling together as an offense.
Hey, man, dude, they're having a blast, dude. You see Najee smiling, the receivers smiling. Even when they make a mistake, Sean, they're like laughing it off and they're going back on and getting it done, dude. And that's another thing that I want to comment on about this football team. And we'll get back to the chat here in a minute. But I wanted to comment on this. No matter what happens, you never see them shaking. Why is that, you think?
Man, you just gotta the confidence. It's gotta be the confidence, man. I mean,
It
that's the
has to
first thing
be.
that comes to my mind. Shoot.
Yes, the leadership, the confidence, the Russell Wilsons, the Cameron Haywards, the TJ Watts, just every down in, down out, giving this football team ultimate confidence, man. When you
Just
have
know
a quarterback like that, you're confident, you know?
just knowing that you can always fight your way out of it, you know? The
Yes.
game's never over until the 60-minute mark hits.
And when you're getting in that huddle, Sean, and you're looking in the face of Russell Wilson and he doesn't look wavered at all. Nothing's phasing him at all. When you get back in that huddle, he's like, hey, let's go, guys. Hey, hey, whatever the play is, calling that play out just with confidence and exuding that confidence all over the place. And then you've seen this too that I thought was special. And I almost forgot about it when we were talking about Russell Wilson. The cadence he's got this year, dude, it's causing issues for these opposing teams.
Yeah, man, it helps move the chains.
Yeah. Hey, man, Sam, who I thought, who I thought.
You see the defensive line, out there, oh shit, trying to stop themselves from going over the line constantly. It's awesome.
Hey, I want to mention before I forget, Miles Garrett, who motherfuckers? Miles Garrett, who?
Ah, no. You see him get that sack at the end of the game and stand up going like this. Shh. It's like, bro, you're about
Yeah,
to lose this game. You're not even relevant for the postseason. Get ready to
yeah,
go shh when you're at home watching the
yeah.
Steelers play in the postseason, buddy.
Yeah, your football team's 3-10. Nobody's heard your name called through 4 quarters. You get a garbage time sack, and you're like, "Shh, yeah, go sit down, homo. Sit down, bro." Oh, I hate it. I hate it, bro. William Manley. The fact that 8 different receivers shows that Russ gets the ball out at the first window open and doesn't hesitate. That was the issue with other quarterbacks. Yeah, he definitely does deliver. And two, he does let the plays develop occasionally. I just think he's got that ultimate confidence right now on a guy that's already won a Super Bowl, a guy that's played in 2 Super Bowls, and now a guy that is matched with a head coach in a franchise that truly values his skill set, that truly values him as a player. And that is the difference this year, guys. Sean, people, when they value you, you feel a lot better, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. When they value, you feel valued, and that makes you valuable. And what I like about Russell Wilson also is the fact that he can run, but he doesn't always run. He can he,
Yes.
he can pass, but he doesn't always pass. He can stay in the pocket, but he doesn't always. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like he can do it all as a quarterback, and he doesn't kind of rely on one area of that. You never really know what he's going to do from play to play. And I love that
Yeah.
about Russell Wilson. It's very unpredictable, and that probably makes it why he's in the talks of maybe making it to the Hall of Fame in the future.
Yeah. Mr. Unlimited, baby. Mr.
Unlimited. It's so
Oh,
fitting. It's
oh,
fitting.
man, does he got it going. Guys, double tap that screen for us here on Steel City Live. We truly appreciate those free likes. It doesn't cost you a damn dime. All you got to do is hit that like button for us here on Steel City Live, our live Pittsburgh Steelers coverage after a 27-14 Pittsburgh Steelers win as the Pittsburgh Steelers improved to 10-3 on this season and basically are owning the AFC North. I love to see it. From a Lions fan, good win Steelers. Keep up the good play. That's from JCR Jr. 714. Thank you, man. And good luck to your Lions. They're playing really, really well. Armin says, brilliant match by the Steelers. Amen. Robert Rowe, Corliss Waitman was awesome today. Yeah, he did what he had to do. Now, I did see that one was a little bit low hanger, but man, he played well yet again. And Sean, that contribution from that part of the special teams room has been overlooked in a big, big way too. Corliss Waitman, the punt game, the punt coverage. Yeah, there's times where, they aren't perfect with it, but man, has that been a welcomed addition to this Steelers franchise here in 2024.
Yeah, I'll take it all day long, man. We got to make those stops on those plays. That's awesome.
Amen, man. When you finally feel you have an offense, you feel that we have the missing piece to this team. No doubt, TD. No doubt. Mad props for you guys. Thank you, Armin. Yeah, that's something too, Sean, that you haven't had in the past here in the past decade or so. Even in the later part of Ben Roethlisberger's career, you didn't have a feeling of being able to put up, you know, 3 touchdowns in a game. It was a struggle to do that. Even in the later parts of Ben's career, when he was just throwing the ball, as soon as he got it in his hands, he ripped it out of his hand or threw it. And they weren't letting anything develop. It wasn't backyard Ben anymore. You're seeing that backyard style of play from Russell Wilson, throwing touchdowns on the scramble. And that's what you've been missing for so long, bro. You're not just having those quick little dink and dunks, but you're having those scramble drill type plays. You're having every different variety of what a quarterback should be and can do. And I think that that's what's given the Steelers team such a great mix. You know what I mean? Russell being able to throw on the run.
Yeah, extending plays, and that's where an area where Russell Wilson really thrives in, and that's something that the Steelers have been missing for years. So, what a great, beautiful match this is to watch the Steelers and Russell Wilson come together and patch things up together.
Yeah. Hey, and you did not see any Justin Fields gimmick plays this week. I wonder why that was.
Didn't need him. Didn't need him, man. And why risk getting, Justin Fields to go out there, run the ball, and take it an injury when we're going to need him later down the road?
Yeah, you're gonna need him for something, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let's
They
keep
kept,
going. Go ahead, Sean.
yeah, they just kept on running the ball like they should have with the running backs, and they just trained that clock on Cleveland, and that was a real smart move.
Absolutely. Let's dive into some of the defense, Sean. Deshaun Elliott, lights out, man. Played really, really well. Again, all over the place. Patrick Queen, I thought played fantastic yet again. Even in pass coverage, Patrick Queen was really, really good. I thought he defended guys like Ninjoku, Woods. He defended them pretty well at times when he was called upon to do so. And that was an Achilles heel for him in Baltimore. It felt like that wasn't the strong suit of his game. But I feel like here in week 14, you saw a very well rounded game from Patrick Queen, Deshaun Elliott. And I feel like Patrick Queen, especially, is becoming the real quarterback of this defense, a real instrumental key piece to what the Steelers are going to be able to do going into the future. And their success is going to have a lot to depend on and a lot to come from Patrick Queen, man.
Yeah, Patrick Queen's out there running all over the place and making plays all over the field, and that's exactly what we brought him into Pittsburgh for. And yeah, I think he's playing really well. He's really been, stepping up the past few weeks, and it's been nice to see, man. I agree,
No doubt, man. Cam Hayward, 7 sacks from Big Cam on the year, Sean.
bro. I mean, when's the last time he even had 7 sacks? He's having one of the better years of his career that I can think of. And how old is he? He's coming up to the end of his. He wants that Super Bowl so bad, bro.
Oh, so bad, man. So bad. You got to think of this too, Sean. Cam, TJ, Minka, Mike Tomlin, Russell Wilson. So many guys. Isaac Siamalu, who played with the Eagles, that came so close to winning a Super Bowl with them, but lost to the Chiefs in the Kelsey Bowl. Guys that have been in this league that, know what it takes to win and have never got to taste that championship. And there's a collection of them on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster. And man, is it special to watch. And speaking of guys that have won or not won Super Bowls, the Landon Roberts dude, I thought he played really, really well too today, bro.
I love the way he plays the game of football. He is so
Oh,
physical. It's and the fact that he does it clean in today's sport, NFL is beyond me. Like my hat goes off to him because he still blows people up, bro, and it's a clean hit. Love it.
yes. You see him rock that freaking I don't know if it was their center or guard, but man, he lifted that bitch, dude. He threw that dude down, bro.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players on defense. That's for
Me
sure.
too, man. Peyton Wilson played well again today, and I know he didn't show up with a splash play, but he played really, really well, zooming around to the football, dude. The young rookie got it going on, Sean.
Man, they're doing really good. I know Peyton Wilson. You see him every time there's a ball carrier or a receiver catching the ball. Anybody who has the ball, Peyton Wilson's gonna be there. He's
Yes,
somewhere in the mix.
yeah, flying around, baby. Superman. I love it, dude. Love it. William Hanley, we're stoked we have a quarterback with confidence and a quick draw. Amen. Robert Road, Russ was 2 of 2 on QB sneaks. I love it. Yes, I loved it. And that came at a time, too, Robert, when the Steelers needed it. They were stalling. They had not converted a third down until Russell Wilson was able to convert that. I even remember texting Sean during the game and was saying like 0 for 6, 0 for 5 on third down. And then they hit that and that got them going. Sean, what did you think was maybe part of the reason they weren't able to convert on third down early in this football game?
I was feeling like it was the play calling when it was going on. I was like, why are they playing so conservatively and why did they lean away from what was being so successful the prior week? They weren't running any screen plays. They weren't dumping the ball off to the running backs. It was like it was whatever it was that their scheme was going after. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm kind of speechless when I start thinking about that. But it wasn't working. And I noticed they started to change it right before the half and they started throwing in those screens, and that really changed the game. It's Arthur Smith, the guy, Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
actually, I don't know. That makes me question that even too. Does Tomlin put a cap on Arthur Smith? Is he even allowed to do anything like that as the
I
head
don't know.
coach?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't.
I have
So
no
many
clue.
questions. I have a lot
Yeah.
of questions
I
about
have a
that, bro.
question about this. After Russell Wilson on that first drive missed a wide open Mike Williams, that would have been his second catch of the year and it would have been his second touchdown of the year. He was wide open. He overthrew it out to the out of bounds to the sideline. He should have led him back out toward the middle of the field, threw it into the middle, toward the middle anyway, and led him back out, and that would have been a guaranteed touchdown, or just took it a little bit more straight up field. Maybe Gabe put a little bit more on it and sailed it out farther. But do you think maybe this might be the reason, Sean? And I don't know. Do you think once Mike Tomlin saw that, he just kind of or Arthur Smith, even for that matter, kind of just went into their shell and said, you know what, we're just going to run the ball and just try to get ourselves acclimated to this football game, and we're going to shy away from those things.
Yeah, that's very possible because that ball was well overthrown. That wasn't even in like the zone. Like that was way
Yeah.
out of bounds, bro. I was even questioning. I think I even said that to you in text. Like Russ is off today. There's something
Yes.
off.
Yeah, he was a little off, but he still managed to get it done. That's the beauty, guys. Armin,
Yeah.
the Rams are 10 to 7 ahead of the Bills. Hopefully, they're going to win the game. Robert Road, I think Cam had 8+ sacks 2 years ago. He is playing like a young guy. He is, man. I don't know. I'm going to
Nice.
have to look up Cam's stats here. Robert Road, Peyton making sure that running back couldn't get out of bounds, showed his football IQ. Yes, Sean, that's big. And I think a lot of players on this Steelers team, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of players on this Steelers team have a significant IQ when it comes to schematics of the football game, the dimensions, the inner workings of a football game, and that was a very smart play. You don't expect to see that from a rookie, to force Jerome Ford back into the game. I believe that's who had the ball, or back into the field of play, not allowing him to get out of bounds, realizing that they got to keep the clock moving to ensure victory.
That's actually one of the things that makes Peyton Wilson special is his football IQ. Like it's through the roof. The guy's a mad scientist out there on the field, and because he's not out there bullying people around by his size, by all means. The guy's kind of a smaller linebacker and relies on speed and his IQ. And yeah, that's one of the reasons he's one of my favorite people to watch is because he's just so on top of things like that, and he's able to anticipate the play and what's going on.
Yeah, no doubt. What'd you think about Joey Porter Jr., dude? Do you think that he came with it today? Do you think he played better today?
I think he played so much better today. He really did a good job keeping, that guy Judy on lockdown for most of the game because that guy Judy is a playmaker. Yeah, he got a touchdown, but that's a given. He runs a good route. He's fast. He's got good hands, and for you to be able to go out there and keep him down to one touchdown in one game is pretty good. So, and it's
Yeah.
in comparison to 2 weeks ago, night and day difference. Joey Porter Jr. played a way better game and way less penalties. He had one boneheaded play. That was it.
Yeah, and he got pushed first, but they're not going to call that. Whoever pushes last is going to get the call. It is
Yeah.
what it is. The refs will act like they didn't see it when there's one looking right at them. That's
Yeah.
kind of stupid. I don't like that shit. Pushing like around at the end of a play shouldn't be personal flat foul plays. I'm sorry, it's just a little bit too much. TD says 17-7 Rams over the Bills. I love it. Armin says the
Yep.
49ers prediction was good so far. Rubber Road, Peyton Wilson is 235 pounds, but he is long and lean like Lambert. I love it too. That dude, I love Peyton, man, for sure. 17-7 Rams over the Bills. Sean, is this all playing out in the Steelers' favor? Is this
It
all
is.
just coming true right in front of our eyes?
It is because if the Bills lose today, I think that might put Pittsburgh at the number 2 spot for the AFC.
Well, at least tie them, and maybe tiebreakers. They might own the tiebreaker. I don't know. Yeah, because that would give them 3 losses. The Bills have 2 losses right now, and the Chiefs have 1 loss. The Steelers have 3. So it would have to at least put them in a two-way tie. They'd both be 10-3 at that time because the Bills are 10-win team right now. And then too, Sean, the Bills got to go play Detroit, man. That
Bro,
what if they lose 2 games in a row?
the Bills can't afford to lose this game today. And if they do, like you're saying, and you're pointing out, they got Detroit. They're not going to, I don't see them beating Detroit. This
No.
basically puts Pittsburgh in the number 2 position, like very high odds of that really becoming a reality.
Yeah, with a heads up game with the Chiefs at Acrisure Stadium on Christmas Day against the Chiefs team that looks very, very beatable, bro.
Very beatable. Man, I'm more afraid of playing Baltimore than I am the Chiefs at this point.
Yeah, and here's another thing. The Eagles, I don't even know if they pulled it out today against the Carolina Panthers. They were having a tough time with the Panthers.
Yeah, they only got by at 22-16.
Oh, they beat them?
Yep.
Yep, 22-16 final. Dude, I'm going to say it, Sean, and I know a lot of people don't want to get ahead of yourself, but I'm going to say it. The Pittsburgh Steelers have a golden opportunity to be the number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs for sure, bro. They have the chance. It's right here. It's right
Bro,
here.
like I said, they're not just in control of their own destiny, like within their own AFC division. Like they got a chance to really be sitting number 2 come the postseason. That's the reality of the situation right now. That's
Yeah,
not us just, we're not just being biased and being wishful thinking. This is the reality of the situation.
amen, dude. Sean, the Steelers got that chance. Yes, we're not. And I'm done avoiding the conversation, Sean. I'm done not talking about it anymore. I'm done sitting here saying, well, maybe this could happen or what if this would happen. The Pittsburgh Steelers have dog walked the fucking AFC North all season. They're going to continue to dog walk the AFC North. And look out, AFC Conference. The Steelers are fucking for real, baby. Let's go.
That's right. And we're healthy, considering the fact we're healthy. We got depth. This is the Steelers are in such a good position right now. And I better knock on
Amen.
some wood right now because I don't want to jinx our team.
Dude,
But you
I'm
know
just
what?
confident. I'm confident.
Yeah, I'm feeling good too about it, bro. I really am. It's got that magical feeling, bro.
Yes, Robert Rhodes said they would have the tiebreaker because the Ravens beat the Bills. The Bills don't want to play us.
No,
This ain't last year's football team. When we came into Buffalo in the playoffs, beat up so bad, we could barely get on the bus to come play.
that was a bad, bad, bad situation to be in. And they still almost beat them, like you said.
They had a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Wasn't that with Mason Rudolph too?
Yeah, Big Mason. He was leading the ball club. Calvin Austin had a TD catch. They were within 7 points in that game, and they blew it.
with
They had a chance.
with an offense ran by Mason Rudolph, who at the time was the number 3 quarterback. You guys, like, we got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields now. This is not the
Hmm.
same team, and it shows.
Yo, man, no doubt.
Bills don't want none. Bills don't want none.
Nobody wants none. And I think the rest of the AFC are starting to see it. And I think the rest of the AFC is starting to be put on notice that the Pittsburgh Steelers are real live contenders. They are serious contenders, guys, in the AFC North and the AFC Conference. Miss Pittsburgh, here we go. Steelers, wave that terrible towel for Miss Pittsburgh. What's up? Corey in the house. TD. Hey,
So
Corey.
Corey,
Robert Rowe, there have been a few times in the past when the Steelers went into the playoffs as the number 2 seed, but upsets happened and they hosted AFC championship games. Yeah, they've hosted AFC championship games, Sean, in the past. They've played them on the road. They've had upsets. They've made upsets happen in the playoffs. They've won championships. They've not won championships. I just think that this Pittsburgh Steelers team is just built a little bit different, bro. I really do. And that's saying something for a storied franchise that has had tons of history.
if they're built different, it feels different. It is different.
Mm-hmm. TD says 17-14 now. Yeah, it's going to be a tight one. I don't think the Bills are going to get blown out by anybody. I don't think that at all. But I do think that there is an opportunity for the Pittsburgh Steelers to get this done. I just really think that. I don't care if they're the number 1 seed. I just want to be in that conversation, in those top 3 seeds, Sean. That's where I want to be. That's where those are the teams you're looking at. And when you're looking at them, you say to yourself, these teams right here, this group of teams right here, they got a real chance, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And you have to put the Steelers in that conversation at this point after today.
Yeah. And I know it was the Browns. I know they got a shitty record, but the Browns are probably the best, worst team that I've ever seen. Honestly, they have ball players, dude. They have a decent defense. They have an offense that can put up hundreds and hundreds of yards. You saw it in Denver the other night. They can score. They can get it done, but they don't know how to play complete games. They don't have the best quarterback play. Jameis Winston, I like him, but they don't have the best quarterback play. But man, I love this Steelers team, dude, and I can't get off of it. And again, divisional games, Sean, are always very difficult, and that's the biggest thing. Do you think some of these teams may perhaps even lay down here at the end of the season? Maybe they don't have anything to play for. Maybe the Steelers just get some gimme wins.
I think that, I don't know if anybody will lay down, because that's one thing it seems like every other team wants to do is knock the Steelers off, whether they're good or they're bad. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to beat the Steelers. So I don't think the Steelers are going to get anything handed to them. They got to go out and prove themselves each and every week.
Yeah, it's almost like every week is the team we're facing. It's like their Super Bowl, and it is weird. And that is the pressure that comes with being a storied franchise, Sean, being a franchise that has significant history, that has won championships, that has been in the forefront of the NFL, and its rise to America's favorite pastime, to be honest with you. It's way more popular in my eyes in terms of baseball, any other sport. I think football is king in this country, to be honest. And the Steelers have always been there. They've always been in that conversation, Sean. And that's the pressure. And I think Russell Wilson understood that assignment when he got in with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He understood where he was coming, what the history was with this franchise, and he accepted it. I think that that's really, he understood that this is his best chance to win a championship.
Yeah, and he probably also understood that it would be just a perfect fit. Just him knowing what kind of offensive scheme is ran in Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson thrives with the play action, a heavy run game, and a little bit of play action here and there. That's how he won Super Bowls in Seattle, or a Super Bowl. So
Yep, good defense, no doubt, man. That's it. Hey, all 3 phases, man. All 3 phases. Yeah, I got to say this, Sean. I haven't seen a Steelers team be so complete in all three phases of the game in terms of being able to support each other well enough that if one phase isn't clicking well on one Sunday, the other one's going to pick it up. And that's the beauty of this thing. It is an actual, real, complete team. Take the
Yeah.
names out of it, Sean. Take the names off the back of the jerseys out of it. This is a complete ball club, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. And that's what you want because that's what's going to take you to a championship. That's like the Golden State Warriors, that was their slogan for many years is strength in numbers. And that's what the Steelers have right now.
Amen. Strength in numbers, baby. Yes, Steeler Nation, rise up. Strength in numbers. Double tap that screen for us here on Steel City Live. We truly appreciate you stopping through. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the best jam show in town. We appreciate it. I'm Jason. That's Sean. We are continuing through with our live Pittsburgh Steelers post-game show as the Pittsburgh Steelers improve to 10-3 and start to put a real fucking chokehold on this division, my friends. Armin
Yeah.
says, which team is the worst in the NFL? What's your opinion? Worst team in the NFL? Probably the Panthers, in my opinion. What's yours, Sean?
I was going to say either the Panthers or the Browns.
Yeah.
Excuse my
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
The
Panthers, Browns.
Browns, they're always in that conversation. I
Yeah,
don't
they
care what their
always
record
suck ass.
says.
Hey, Sean, where are all these punks that were in here the other day, all week long, saying Browns are better, Steelers suck? You know, where are all these people today? I had another person in the comment section said, "Oh, anytime you need my advice, I'm always right." Dude, your
Oh,
team's 3-10, bro. 3-10. Don't come
well,
at me with no bullshit.
they're back underneath their rock, hiding.
Yeah, you got your one celebratory win for the season. The Pittsburgh Steelers haven't lost to the Cleveland Browns in like 21 tries or something at home. They haven't lost to the Cleveland Browns in so damn long at home. It's enough to make Cleveland fans sick to their stomach.
I'm pretty sure Mike Tomlin has never lost to the Browns at home. So that's
No, I don't
18
think so.
years.
That's a long time, Sean. A
18 years.
long. You figure they only play them twice a year typically because the Browns don't typically make the playoffs. And if by some weird chance they do, you know, what's that? Once every 10, 12, 15 years, you know? So they only play them twice. So that's one home game every year. To have 20 some straight wins against them, it's a long ass time.
That's why I always
Definitely.
laugh. Anytime a Browns fan tries to run his mouth towards me, I just smile.
Yeah, Ryan said he lost the playoff game at home. Yeah, he did, but we're talking regular season games. They haven't lost the regular season home playoff game to the Browns in like 23 tries, I think the Browns have lost. But they did lose the one. You are right, Ryan. Robert Rhodes, since the merger, the Steelers have won the most playoff games, division titles, regular season wins, and are tied for the most Super Bowl wins. Storied, John. Storied. That's what comes to mind every time I hear those stats.
Legendary.
Legendary, baby. Legendary. Offense, defense, special teams. It doesn't matter how we win. A win is a win. Amen. Challenger 22. They lost the playoff game, and that was the biggest loss. Yeah, that was it. Well, we'll give them the one playoff game. But regular season games, guys, is what we're talking about. Regular season wins. They have not lost to the Browns in 20-some games. It's been a very long time. It's like 20 years, guys. That's definitely a big record. And I understand the one. But how often do the fucking Browns make the playoffs, guys? They make it once every 20 years, 15 years. I mean, it is what it is, you know? I'll take it.
You guys got that one. Good
You
job.
got the one. We'll give you the one. Where are we? The Russ countdown to 17 TD passes, 17 TD passes, and we win Super Bowl, folks. I wish that was the case. I believe he's damn close with that. Let me look at the stats. I believe he's damn close. I don't know how many he has on the year, but it's not too 10 on the year. He has 10 touchdowns on the year.
I just want to remind you that the Steelers have a 2-game lead over the Ravens right now.
Yeah, man. 2, baby.
Keep
2, baby.
Keep that in mind today, Jason.
2, baby. 2, baby. 344 career touchdown passes for one Mr. Unlimited Russell Wilson, Sean. That's a lot, baby. That's a lot, dude. Oh,
Man.
hey, before we start to wrap this up, Sean, we did see some of those three linebacker sets today. I was pleased about that.
Man, it was a good, way to mix it up. Good job on the coaching staff, as far as mixing it up on, especially on defense. I thought overall the defense played a pretty dang good game today.
Yeah. Offensively, it could have been better, no doubt about it. I thought the game plan was stale and vanilla. But when you're lacking George Pickens, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, you know. And
Yeah.
Big Russ, he got it done, man. Again, guys, we're going to recap the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-14 winners, 10-3 within the AFC North, 2-game lead on the Baltimore Ravens. So make sure you tune in this week for a lot of content as we dive into Eagles Week. The Pennsylvania Bowl is coming to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia as the Pittsburgh Steelers try to grab that 11th win on the season and continue their winning ways and a march toward a top seed in the AFC Conference playoffs. Sean, closing thoughts here on a Sunday in Week 14.
That's my closing thoughts. I just said it. 2-game lead on Baltimore, you guys. I want to just let that sink in, especially at this point in the season when we needed wins the most. The Steelers have come out and they've done it. And yeah, 2-game lead in the AFC North with the film crew there filming this. We're all going to enjoy this next episode on Hard Knocks. So, yeah, I'm just stoked. Very
Yes.
stoked on that. That's what I want to leave it with.
Yes, man. Hey, feel the steel, guys. Get ready. Get pumped. This shit is awesome, dude. And we have another exciting week again of content. We want to thank you, Sean, for joining us, my friend, here all Sunday long. What time's the game next week? Let's check before we get out of here real quick.
Yeah, thanks.
Steelers schedule. Let's make sure. I want to double check so we can see. And then we'll give you our week here. We'll give you our week schedule. I can't even find it, dude. Shit. You see it by chance?
No, I'm looking right now though.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, my friends. I don't know what time the game is. I just want to know where. Oh, there it is. Hold on, guys. I got it. Sunday at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sean, for the Philadelphia Eagles. I do have a youth basketball game at 3:00. So our pregame show might have to be a little bit earlier before my basketball game, or we'll see what time the basketball game's over and kind of do it. So, Sean, are you available next Sunday?
Yes, I will be there, and it's going to be another big weekend, guys.
Amen, baby. No doubt. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here, but we will be, Sean and I will be back next weekend, next Sunday, week 15, as the Pittsburgh Steelers try to grab that 11th win and continue to stranglehold on this division, man. And if you are a AFC North fan of the Ravens, of the Browns, of the Bengals, I feel sorry for you because the Pittsburgh Steelers are back, baby, and they are for real. All right, guys, until tomorrow, I'm Jason. That's Sean. This is Mike Drop Sports. Peace, my friend. See you, Sean.
All right, take care, bro.
You too.